Friends, do you want to lose weight, get healthy, curb your carb cravings, regain your life? You gotta start somewhere. What's it gonna be? Stick around because today I'm going to share with you the small changes I made step by step to achieve massive weight loss success. And before I share my secret steps with you to how I lost a little over 100 pounds, make sure to hit that subscribe button in the corner. Click the bell next to it so you'll be the first to be notified when my videos drop on Friday mornings. And a quick welcome to all of you that are new to my channel. If you could help me out, I am so close to reaching 1,000 subscribers. I need you to subscribe. That would be awesome. You don't know how much that means to a YouTuber when they get to their first 1,000 subscribers. So don't be shy, hit subscribe. So the secret that's not so secret because it's in the title of this video is I quit sugar. Yes, I did, and I did that through small changes, which led to big success. Welcome back to my weekly episode where I share my experiences in this weight loss journey through keto, low carb, and fasting. And even if you're not into keto or the low carb lifestyle, you are still welcome here because a weight loss journey is hard and I'm here for you too. Losing almost half my previous body weight is crazy. And it all started way before I even knew the word keto. Today I'm going to start way back at the beginning to encourage you in one of the strategies I shared about last week, making small changes. If you missed my strategy video on emotional healing, you can catch it up here. And I'll link it below. I know how hard it is to be a weight loss success story. Trust me, I tried it in my own power for 3 decades, in my 20s, in my 30s, in my 40s. Failure after failure. When I finally found the magic that I needed right before my 50th birthday. So I hope the small changes that I share to you will lead to big changes for you too. Make sure to watch all the way to the end of the video today and I'll share the list of so many results that I experienced through these small changes. It's not all about weight loss, my friends. Let's go. So first of all, how did I get here finding myself over 100 pounds overweight? What was my wake-up call? In the fall of 2015, I was diagnosed with obstructive sleep apnea, painful ovarian cyst, and NAFLD, which is also known as non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Now, fatty liver disease, that sounded pretty concerning. So I immediately started doing some research. And one of the very first articles I landed on, I'm going to show you from the National Institute of Health. Carbohydrate intake and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Fructose as a weapon of mass destruction. That sounded a little concerning to me. Weapon of mass destruction. I'll put a link to this article below, but here's some highlights. NAFLD is a significant risk factor for developing cirrhosis and an independent predictor of cardiovascular disease. Yikes. NAFLD can progress to NASH. And approximately 10 to 29% of patients with NASH will develop cirrhosis within 10 years. Now, I knew enough about cirrhosis of the liver to know that that's not something I wanted to face in 10 years. As you can see from the graphic here, the increased consumption of high fructose corn syrup in soft drinks and prepackaged foods leads to metabolic syndrome, leads to stimulated de novo lipogenesis, leads to increased visceral fat, leads to NAFLD and NASH. Well, I knew that my diet most likely consisted of a lot of high fructose corn syrup because I ate a lot of prepackaged foods. I researched through the month of January and February 2016. I knew what I needed to do. So finally on March 10th, 2016, I finally took that first step. I made the small change of giving up my first serving of sugar. And I say first serving of sugar because it was first thing in the day that I was starting out with a boatload of sugar with a little bit of coffee in a lot of flavored cream. That was the very first change I made, March 10th, 2016. I even posted about it on Facebook, as you can see here. The next small change I made about 4 days after I quit the coffee and the coffee creamer, the caffeine withdrawal was gone, so I added on another layer to my quitting sugar journey. I swore off candy and desserts.
baked goods, the stuff that sat around my office all over the place, in the kitchen, on people's desks. Obviously, candy and baked goods are loaded with sugar. Not to mention most of the baked goods sitting around were made in a factory. Okay, friends, yeah, some people thought I was really crazy to give up coffee cold turkey, but it was because I wanted to start eliminating the sugar in my diet. So tell me in the comments below, what is that one thing that you can give up today, never let it cross your lips again, to start your own small changes to see big results? Then the next small change I made a few days later, I really got serious about reading labels. As you go up and down the grocery store aisle, look at the ingredients. It is shocking that they put sugar in everything. And if there was any added sugar in a product I was going to buy, it would go back on the shelf. I said, nope. This really helped me in moving away from eating prepackaged food, factory food, and shopping the perimeter of the grocery store aisles. As I made those small changes and layered them, it was a few months and I finally realized that I was truly committed to this new way of life. After a few months, it was really exciting to say, I quit sugar. I did it. I quit sugar. The cravings were gone. It was amazing. I quit sugar. I quit sugar. And I had also become very good at finding sneaky sugars in labels. Check this out on the Diet Doctor website. They have an excellent article here that actually lists all of the sneaky sugars that can be hiding in ingredient labels. You need to familiarize yourself with them, so make sure to check out the link that I'm going to post below. A sugar by another name could be called beet sugar, coconut sugar, grape sugar, corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup, evaporated cane juice, malt, dextrose, maltodextrin, maltose, glucose. Anything that ends in OSE is a sugar. Sneaky, sneaky sugar. But you know what? Even though I didn't let a morsel of sugar cross my lips for 10 months, I only lost 18 pounds in 10 months. I was confused and devastated because I thought when I quit sugar that the weight would just melt off of me. It didn't happen that way. So again, I needed another change. I continued to do my research on the link between sugar, hormones, metabolic disease, weight loss, things like obesity, NAFLD. I needed to find a solution to this dreadfully slow weight loss because I still wasn't feeling that great, and I really wanted to get the weight off because I knew that's what was going to heal my NAFLD. Well, thank goodness, through a conversation with a friend over lunch, she tipped me into a lifestyle about fasting, and she mentioned a doctor's name. So when I got home, I Googled that night hormones and fasting, and I landed on the greatest miracle of my weight loss journey, the greatest gift that I've been given by God to help heal my body, a perfect way of eating to help heal my metabolic mess. And that perfection is called the ketogenic lifestyle with intermittent fasting.
This was the Google hit. Fasting and hormones landed me on the top hit of Diet Doctor that started with what is fasting? This video series is still available on Diet Doctor. I highly recommend that you check this out.
Discovering keto and fasting fast-tracked the rest of my weight loss journey, which led to the metabolic healing that I so desperately needed. I had never heard the word keto at that point. I was still eating bread, potato, and pasta because I didn't know that those carbs and starches were greatly impacting my highly insulin-resistant metabolism. So the day I discovered keto and fasting was a true game changer. I immediately immersed myself in watching videos, reading books, reading blogs, listening to podcasts. I learned the science, I applied the science, and I changed my life. In fact, I've done a whole video series about my hard and fast rules of my keto lifestyle. Number one is learn the science, apply the science, change your life. And I'll link that video above and below. So friends, that is how some small changes led to big results. This quitting sugar journey that I took truly helped me so much on the day I discovered keto and intermittent fasting and the work of Dr. Fung, which, by the way, you have to read this most amazing book if you want to unlock the secrets of your own weight loss. You need to get the Obesity Code by Dr. Jason Fung. I will link this below for you to grab it. You have to read this. So, as promised, I have a few results to share with you. Early in the quitting sugar journey, I immediately realized that I wasn't having any more headaches and migraines, which was crazy amazing because I had monthly migraines and headaches almost every day. Eliminating sugar curbed my cravings for sugar. Crazy, I know. Within a month or two, I realized I was not having any more cystic acne, which those things hurt like a bugger. I had no more acid reflux. As soon as I lost about 60 pounds on my journey, my obstructive sleep apnea was reversed, and I was able to, with the blessing of my doctor, get rid of my CPAP machine. Yay! In fact, by the time I was able to get rid of my CPAP machine, I was experiencing so much healing. I sent my story into the Diet Doctor website, and they actually published my story. So you can check it out. I'll leave a link below to that story. I successfully got to a healthy weight. I lost 105 pounds. I battled fiercely against my metabolic syndrome and my insulin resistant, and I'm happy to say that my fasting insulin levels are now within a normal range. I gained so much energy, just so much energy. It's crazy compared to the chronic exhaustion I lived in for 30 years. I went from a size 20, pictured here, to a size 2 dress that I wore for my daughter's wedding just this past December. I have control over my hunger. I can identify true hunger. I don't overeat. I don't stuff myself. I never feel miserable like that after dinner coma from a Thanksgiving dinner. And best of all, the emotional healing and the spiritual healing that I've experienced, I can't even put into words. Joy is my word. It's truly been a joyful journey. And I just have to remind you that sugar is a major hormone disruptor. And this weight loss journey, it's all about the hormones, baby. If I can quit sugar, so can you. And friends, I really want to help you. So please check out my website, joyfulketolife.com. You can find all kinds of encouragement, all my favorite resources there. And today you can also grab my Getting Started checklist. And once you subscribe to joyfulketolife.com, you'll have access to all my free resources. And before we go, again, if you can click subscribe in the corner here, I would really appreciate you. I'm so close to getting to 1,000 subscribers, and I really need you to share this video. Give it a thumbs up, like it, and leave me a comment below. You never know what one spark might do to change someone else's life. Don't forget to choose joy. Bye. I quit sugar. Sugar's a devil, y'all.